Next up, Grant Czuj creates his latest artwork with an appreciation of nature from a very rare and unique perspective.
I wouldn't say that I create things or paint or whatever because might be a little shy or socially awkward or whatever you want to call it. I do these things to try and figure things out for myself. A lot of my practice is about me experimenting and trying to figure things out about the world around me. At 17, my graduating year of high school, that summer I was, due to a series of terrible events I won't get into now, but I was incarcerated up until I was in my late 20s. So it was about 9.5 years. And throughout that time, I tried to keep up what I could. You know, that's a very transformative experience. So, you know, you can't, for me personally, it's hard to see the world with the same eyes. When you're inside, obviously there's a lot of time to think about things. While you're there, when you're there, when you get out, mainly for me, it was when I get out. You know, it's kind of a very long daydream of mine every day. It was, what do I do when I get out of here? A lot of time to meditate on things. And in so doing, I tried to figure out what was important for me. It's kind of a self-discovery thing, and how I relate to my external world outside of me and how that might come back in and relate back into me on a deeper level. You know, so it's all relational. What's going on? How are things transforming for me, and how, you know, I say daydream because you can't really pinpoint or know. After so many years, you kind of just forget. You don't know what to expect when you get out.
One of the things that I really love about Grant as an artist is that his work is constantly evolving. It doesn't look the same now as it did a year ago or a year before that. Initially, he was really focused on unpacking the subconscious because he'd spent so much time inside. So you'd see a lot of text, a lot of symbolism in his work, and now he started to take that lens and turn it towards the natural world and focus more on the outside.
I am really inspired by the outdoors. I can remember at the last prison I was at, there was thick woods. It was up, up north a little bit in Michigan. There's thick woods right behind the fence, you know, and every time you go out and walk the yard or do whatever, it's just like, man, it looks beautiful, but you know, you can't touch it, you can't go in there. And that's one of the first things I did when I got out. I met up with some friends, we were walking in the woods, and I got to touch the trees, and I think it's all about that little space of reflection that you can get. So it's like, for me, if that's what the most potent space is that I can put myself in for a good reflection, that's what needs to happen. I applied to art school, not really knowing why. I kind of had this romantic notion that I can just go on continuing painting houses or whatever, or do whatever construction I can get, and be up in this attic studio painting stuff. And then why, you know, I'm an artist making things, why do I need to have that academic training? But it was kind of a, you know, I wanted that college experience, I wanted a degree, I wanted something that on my resume besides the whole prison thing. Going there, I quickly realized that the critique of the shared work of different artists it's a huge thing. You have different eyes looking at stuff. people that have a strong input, something that's, constructive, and it's a really fertile grounds for experimentation on things. It's nice to have people get excited about something you make, or to just enjoy it on any level. It makes you feel like you did something right. I guess that's kind of, it's a good pat on the back, I guess. Yeah.